Here's Guy Wehman, Ben Brunson, and Frank Vernuccio, Inside the News.
Welcome back to our last segment of Inside the News. Glad to have you with us. You've been watching us on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for doing that. We ask you to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified of future upcoming episodes of the program. Okay, Frank, Trump is saying that he wants to uproot the deep state, and we know that if Biden wins, what's going to happen is that the deep state is actually going to be growing even more, and their roots are going to be even deeper. Trump is just going to pull them out by the roots and totally take them down. What do you think about that, Frank?
That's true, Guy. Look, President Trump, then candidate Trump in 2016, tapped into something in the American psyche. Americans more and more were realizing that their fate was being decided not so much by the people that they vote for on an election day, but by unnamed, faceless bureaucrats who made decisions often without any kind of significant public input. If you are a government watcher, if you are in business, you know that obscure journal called the Federal Register, which has grown to enormous proportions, particularly during the Obama administration, was regulating just about every aspect of your life. Americans are rebelling against that, and Donald Trump tapped into that sentiment. It turned out that it was even worse, I think, than candidate Trump and then President Trump actually realized. When the deep state tried to overturn the results of the 2016 election, it became clear that the very essence of the American Republic was being challenged by people who thought that they knew better than the American people, and that elections really weren't significant. It was what the permanent bureaucracy decided was what mattered. In congressional testimony, we saw unctuous public officials say that, well, Trump is obviously something wrong with him because he didn't follow my advice. I guess those bureaucrats didn't read the Constitution. They're supposed to follow the lead of the elected officials, not the other way around.
Well, they thought that they were part of the Politburo and that they can determine who they want. Okay, Ben, let you weigh on this before we get hot button topics.
Well, we saw the future of warfare in display in recent weeks in the Middle East. The Iranians attacked the Israeli water infrastructure in an attempt, this is a cyber attack, an attempt to destroy the control systems that are plugged to the access via the internet on the Israeli water system. They were not successful, but the Israelis retaliated by bringing chaos in a major Iranian port city, and for 4 days, that port city was shut down, and the ability of the Iranians to import and export goods through that port was shut down. So that is a very real-world example of what what it can mean, and we have seen it now in practice, and it is probably, unfortunately, not the last time we're going to see that type of warfare being conducted.
All right. Your hot button topic, Frank.
The Justice Department has finally admitted that the IRS did something wrong against the Tea Party during the Obama administration and has agreed to a $3.5 million settlement with the Tea Party for the offense committed against it by Loretta Lynch, by Lois Lerner, and so forth against them during the Obama administration. This is the deep state par excellence. The fact of the matter is, there has been an assault on the liberties of Americans by the deep state. Donald Trump has tapped into that. I think that's going to be a winning issue for him in 2020.
All right, this is Inside the News. So glad that you are with us this week. And that was Frank Vernuccio. He's with the American, I got to get this right, American Analysis of News and Media. You can find him at usagovpolicy.com. See, you'll remember that because I just kind of fluffed it up just a little bit. The American Analysis of News and Media. That's Frank Vernuccio. The author of the Falstaff, Enigma, and Esther, Sling. That's Ben Brunson. You can find him at benbrunson.com and amazon.com. Find us at itnradio.com. We're going to take a time out until next week when we'll once again go Inside the News.
You're listening to Wehman, Brunson, and Vernuccio, Inside the News.